Economic and Financial Crimes Commission arrests sacked managing directors, top officials on NNPCL. Nigerian Army locked in fierce gunfight with ISWAP terrorists after attack on Bunigari, Yobe State. Nelfund speaks on misappropriation claims as ICPC commences investigation into alleged discrepancies in student loan disbursement. On the foreign scene, coup leader Ligwe Nguema sworn in as Gabon president. Good evening, this is News at 7 and West Spring Television. My name is Tomilola Daniel. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arrested the recently sacked managing directors and some top officials of the Port Harcourt refining company, Warri, returned to the offices of the President and First Lady and offered an unreserved apology to President Bola Tinubu and his wife on behalf of the people of Rivers State. Meanwhile, Wike counseled the suspended governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, to demonstrate honesty by being bold enough to tell President Bola Tinubu what exactly he wanted, rather than saying something today and doing another thing tomorrow. Operatives of the Nigerian Army under Hadinkai were locked in a fierce gunfight with fighters of the Islamic State West Africa province following an attack on the town of Bunigari in Yobe State. The details of the battle was made known via the agency's X handle on Saturday. The statement comes barely 2 weeks after SWAP insurgents stormed Buniyadi, a town in Gujuba local government area of Yobe, where they killed 3 soldiers and looted the community's food supplies and livestock. Buniyadi and Bunigari are less than 30 kilometers apart in the troubled Gujuba axis of Yobe State, a region that has become a recurring theater of terror attacks. ISWAP, a faction that split from Boko Haram and pledges allegiance to ISIS, has stepped up assault in recent months, targeting military bases and civilian settlement alike. This latest clash signals a dangerous resurgence of terrorist activities in Yobe, which along with Borno and Adamawa has been at the epicenter of Nigeria's nearly 2-decade-long insurgency war, which has left over 35,000 dead and displaced more than 2 million people. President Bola Tinubu has said his administration is committed to reclaiming ungoverned areas, particularly forests, in the northwest and across Nigeria, deploying advanced surveillance technology to combat kidnapping, banditry, and terrorism. The President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, reviewed details of Friday's engagement in a statement he signed on Saturday. At Friday's dinner, Tinubu argued that investment is cowardly and it will not go where there is banditry and terrorism. The President highlighted encouraging signs of Nigeria's economic recovery, attributing recent positive growth indicators to both policy decisions. He said the federal government will consider upgrading the airport in Katsina State to create jobs and expand the economy.
And the airport result, assuring them that we will do everything to fight terrorism and banditry. Yes, we will invest more in technology. We will take over all our forests. We must neutralize.
A former Edo State governorship aspirant, Kenneth Imaswagbon, has said Nigeria is losing global respect due to the problem of insecurity and the poor state of its economy. In a statement by Iswagbon on Saturday in Bini, the Edo State capital, the politician said the country's inability to resolve its problems is becoming a national embarrassment. He noted that the government's inability to tackle insecurity is preventing investors from coming into the country, which has further compounded the problems of unemployment and poverty. The educationist said as a patriotic Nigerian, he cannot stay silent while the country drifts further into darkness. He urged the government to act quickly and decisively in tackling the challenges facing the nation. The police command in Akwa Ibom says it has apprehended 3 suspected armed robbers and cultists who have been allegedly terrorizing residents of Calabar, Itu Road access, and recovered firearms in an operation. This is contained in a statement issued by the Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Nelfund Jan, in Uyo on Saturday. According to the statement, the names of the 2 male suspects are Joseph Edet of Akon Itam and Ekon Azaya of Ibiaku Urain, who were confirmed to be members of the Ku Klux Klan secret cult, while a female companion, Esther Otobong Edem, was also apprehended at the scene of the raid. The police spokesperson said the operatives during the operation recovered 1 locally made pistol, 1 battle axe, and 1 hammer. Other items recovered were a bottle containing a liquid substance suspected to be a charm, 2 torchlights, 2 mobile headsets, and a black bag containing various items. The PPRO said an investigation into the matter was currently underway, and the suspect would be charged in court as soon as it was concluded. Managing Director of the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, Nelfund Akitunde Soya, has spoken on the Misappropriation Practices and Other Related Offences Commission (ICPC) commenced an investigation into alleged discrepancies in the disbursement of the loan. A report had also claimed that 51 tertiary institutions were involved in illegal deductions and exploitation related to the scheme, an allegation which the loan scheme denied vehemently. In an interview with TVC on Saturday, Sawyer said the body disbursed 54 billion naira to 330 institutions, with 24 billion naira going directly to student bank accounts. The Nelfund further claimed that 293,000 students have benefited from the fund. Sawyer rounded off by clarifying that there were cases where institutions without student fees alongside funds received from Nelfund. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo immediate past Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party Peter Obi, the governor of Ogun State Dapo Abiodun, and his counterparts from Lagos and Oyo State Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Seyi Makinde, government area of Ogun State, paying tribute during the funeral service held at St. Philip Anglican Church in Sonya Ogbo's hometown. The governor Abiodun described Adebanjo as a